My beloved child, come close to me now. I want you to hear my voice, not with your ears, but with your heart, the same heart I formed with my own hands, the same heart I have carried through every season of your life. Sit with me for a moment, my child. Be still. Let every worry, every fear, every burden fall away, for I have come to speak to you with a love deeper than the oceans, stronger than the mountains, gentler than the softest breeze across your cheek. I have come to speak to you as your Father, the one who has never left you, not even for a single heartbeat. You may think you have walked this life alone, through the quiet mornings and the long nights, through the laughter that warmed your soul and the tears that sometimes fell without warning. But you were never alone, not once. Even in the moments you felt forgotten, even in the seasons you feared I did not hear your prayers, even when you whispered into the darkness and felt no answer, my child, I was there. I was holding you. I was carrying you when your strength trembled and your spirit weakened. I was listening to the words you could not say out loud. I call you now because I want to remind you of something you may have forgotten. You are mine. You have always belonged to me. From the day I breathed life into your soul until this very moment, as you sit here listening to my voice. And though time may have touched your body, though the years may feel heavy, my love for you is as young, as fresh, and as strong as it was the first moment I dreamed of you. My child, look back over your life for a moment. Think of the days you held joy in your hands, the days when life felt light, when laughter rose easily from your heart, and people loved you with warmth and tenderness. Those moments were my gifts to you. But also think of the times when your heart was wounded, when disappointment settled on your chest like a stone, when people walked away, or when you felt invisible in a world that moved too fast. Those moments, too, I carried with you. I never let you fall without catching you. I never let a tear fall from your eyes without gathering it tenderly. Every sorrow you felt, yes, even the ones you told no one about, became part of the love story I have written with your life. I speak to you now with urgency, but also with tenderness. For my child, you have reached a season of life where the noise around you has grown louder, but the voice inside you, my voice, has become easier to ignore. I do not blame you. Life has become heavy, confusing, and sometimes frightening. The world has changed quickly, and you have watched many things you once trusted fade away. You have loved people who are no longer here. You have waited for answers that took longer than your heart expected. You have carried questions that still rest quietly inside you. But hear me now. Every unanswered question, every silent worry, every ache that still lingers, I hold them all. I know the weight of them. I understand them better than anyone else ever could. And that is why I come to you today with these words, words that flow from my eternal heart into yours. I want to awaken something inside you, something gentle, something alive, something holy. I want to remind you that even now, even in this season, even with everything you have lived through, I am not done speaking to you. I am not done guiding you. I am not done loving you. My child, I have watched you through storms, storms that would have destroyed others, but you survived them because my hand was over you. Do you remember those days you said, I can't do this anymore? And yet you kept going. Do you remember the nights you prayed for strength, not knowing how the next morning would unfold, and yet the sun rose again? Do you remember when you thought you had lost everything, but somehow you still found the courage to take another step? That was me. That was my grace. That was my hand pulling you gently forward when you had no strength of your own. You have never disappointed me, my child. Never. You have made mistakes. Every human does. But I have never loved you less because of them. I have seen your struggles. I have watched you try again and again. I have seen the moments when you apologized, not because you were forced to, but because your heart felt heavy. I have watched you forgive people who never said sorry. I have watched you hold on to faith even when the world tried to pull it from your hands. I have watched you keep walking even when you could barely lift your feet. And I tell you now, with the fullness of my heart, I am proud of you. So proud. You do not hear this enough, so let me say it clearly. You matter to me. Your life matters. Your story matters. Your heart matters. Even now, when you wonder if your best days are behind you, I whisper this truth. Your story is still unfolding. You are still breathing for a reason. You are still here because I still have something to give you, something to heal in you, something to reveal to you. Every single day you wake up, I am writing another line in the story I began the moment I formed you in the hidden place. My child, I want you to understand something that many people forget. You do not have to be strong for me to love you. You do not have to pretend you are okay. You do not have to hide your fears or your uncertainties. You can come to me exactly as you are, tired, hopeful, wounded, grateful, confused, longing. And I will embrace you. I will wrap my eternal arms around you and remind you that you are safe, that you are valued, that you are treasured. Listen closely now, because these words will guide everything I say to you in the moments ahead. I have never stopped loving you. I have never stopped watching over you. I have never stopped choosing you. And I am here now because I want you to hear my heart one more time. My child, take a breath. Let your heart rest. Feel my closeness. I am not far away. I am not distant. I am with you in this moment, closer than the air that fills your lungs, closer than the pulse beneath your skin. And I will stay with you as I lead you into the reflection and the wisdom I want to share next. Now, my beloved one, listen as I continue to speak to you, not from the heavens, but from the center of your soul. As you sit with me now, I want to walk with you through the quiet places of your heart, those places you have tried to understand for many years, the places you sometimes visit when the house is silent, when the world slows down, and you finally hear your own soul speaking. I know that you carry memories you rarely speak about, moments that still live inside you with a mixture of joy and sorrow. I know that there are days when you look back and wonder how life moved so quickly, how people changed, how the world felt different from what you once knew. And I know that there are nights when you struggle to make sense of the path your life has taken. My child, you are not alone in these reflections. I have been with you through every memory, every turning point, every unexpected moment that shaped the person you have become. Come, let us walk together through them gently, with tenderness, not with regret, but with understanding. Do you remember the dreams you once had? The hopes that filled your heart when you were young, when life seemed wide and open and full of possibility. Some of those dreams blossomed, some faded, others changed along the way, but none of them were wasted. Even the dreams that never came to pass shaped you. They softened your heart. They taught you compassion. They humbled you. They strengthened you. They prepared you for the journey I crafted uniquely for you. I saw every moment when you struggled to understand why certain things happened the way they did. There were times you thought, "Why, God, why did this have to happen?" And my child, I heard every word. Not one question escaped my heart. I know that some answers never came. I know that some wounds took longer to heal than you expected. But hear me gently. The purpose behind your life has never been lost, not even in the seasons when you felt confused or forgotten. There were times when you loved people deeply, only to see them walk away, move away, or leave this world too soon. Those losses still echo inside you. You still feel their absence, even after all the years that have passed. But my child, do you know something? Every person you loved, every soul who touched your life, was woven into your story by my design. Their presence in your life was never an accident. Their time with you was meaningful, sacred, and purposeful. And even though they are no longer with you in the way they once were, they are not lost. What you shared, what you gave, and what you learned remain forever. I know you sometimes look at the world today and feel overwhelmed. You see changes you never expected. You see a world that feels less gentle than the one you grew up in. You see confusion, noise, and worry. You see people forgetting kindness, forgetting faith, forgetting the values that once held families and communities together. And sometimes you wonder if you still belong in a world that moves so quickly, speaks so loudly, rushes so endlessly. But my beloved child, hear me, you are still needed. You are still valuable. You still matter to the world even now. Your wisdom, your experience, your compassion, your gentle heart. These are treasures the world still needs. You carry stories that the younger generation does not know. You carry lessons learned through hardship, through patience, through endurance. You carry a kind of strength that only comes from living, truly living, through the valleys and the mountaintops of life. You may feel slower now. You may feel weaker. You may feel that the world no longer sees you, but I see you, and your worth has not diminished, not one bit. If anything, my child, you are more precious now than ever, because you have walked through more storms, more seasons, more years of growth. You have survived things that others could not see and would not understand. You have walked faithfully, even when your faith trembled, and that is something I honor. Let your heart reflect on this truth. You have not wasted your life. Even the moments you regret, even the mistakes you wish you could undo, even the times you felt lost, none of it was wasted. I used every chapter, every turning point, every wound and every healing to shape the person you have become. You may not fully understand it now, but one day you will see how all the pieces fit together in a beautiful design. My child, I know you think often about the people you love. Sometimes you worry about them. Sometimes you wish you could take their burdens away. Sometimes you feel helpless watching them make choices you would not make. Sometimes you feel invisible when you speak truth and they do not listen. Sometimes you carry guilt for the things you could not protect them from. Let me free your heart now. You were never meant to carry their lives. You were meant to love, to guide, to pray. And you have done that faithfully. The rest, my child, belongs to me. Trust me with the people you cherish. Trust me with their troubles, their pains, their futures. I love them more than you do, more than you can even imagine, and I am working in their lives, even when you cannot see it. Release your worries into my hands. I am not blind to their struggles. I am not deaf to your prayers. I am not distant. I am working quietly, patiently, lovingly, as I have always done. My beloved one, I also know the quiet ache inside you, the one you rarely speak of, the ache of feeling forgotten, overlooked, or unneeded. You have given so much of yourself over the years. You have loved, served, carried, and sacrificed. And now, sometimes, you wonder if anyone truly sees you, if anyone truly understands the depth of your heart. Hear me with tenderness. I see you. I have always seen you. I know every sacrifice you made, even the silent ones. I know every kindness you gave without being thanked. I know every moment you stayed strong for others while feeling weak inside. I know every tear you held back so you would not burden someone else. Nothing you did out of love was ever wasted. Nothing went unnoticed by me. Let your heart rest in this truth. I have treasured every effort, every prayer, every act of love, and I will reward you, not only in eternity, but even now, in ways you cannot yet see. My child, as we walk deeper into your reflections, I want you to understand that your life has always had meaning, even in the ordinary days, even in the quiet moments, even in the mundane routines that seemed small. You think your life was simple, but simplicity does not mean insignificance. Some of the greatest holiness comes from the simplest faithfulness. Every morning you chose kindness, you honored me. Every time you forgave, you reflected my heart. Every time you prayed, even with trembling lips, you moved heaven. Every time you held on and did not give up, you glorified me. Every time you loved someone who was hard to love, you revealed my character to the world. And now, my child, as you continue listening, I want to take you from reflection into something deeper, something healing, something life-giving, something that will strengthen your heart. Come, let me lift your spirit with words of encouragement and hope, for I want to remind you of the love and the strength I still pour into your life. Now let me lift your heart gently and speak words of encouragement that you have longed to hear, words that will settle into the deepest places of your spirit. You have carried so much through the years, and I know that sometimes you have wondered if you still have the strength to continue. But listen closely now, because I want to remind you of a truth that has never changed. You are stronger than you think, and I am closer than you feel. You see your life from the ground, my child, but I see it from above, from the beginning to the end, from the smallest detail to the grandest purpose. I have watched you walk with courage, even when fear surrounded you. I have watched you rise again after every fall, even when your heart felt tired. I have watched you choose hope even when the world tried to steal it from you. And I want you to hear this clearly. You have never walked a single step alone. There were days when you felt you had nothing left to give. There were moments when you woke up with heaviness in your chest, wondering how you would make it through the day. There were seasons when grief threatened to drown you, when the pain of loss felt unbearable. But even then, you kept going. You kept living. You kept loving. You kept believing, even when you didn't feel strong. And that perseverance, that quiet endurance, that silent courage, it reveals a strength inside you that many people never see, but that I treasure deeply. My child, I know you sometimes feel forgotten by the world, but hear me now. You are not forgotten. You are deeply, eternally loved. You may not hear it from others every day. You may not receive the appreciation or gratitude you deserve. But I, your God, see you. I see the goodness in your heart. I see the gentleness in your spirit. I see the kindness you offer even when no one is watching, and I honor you for it. Let me tell you something you need to know. Your life has touched more people than you realize. Sometimes the smallest acts of love leave the deepest marks. A comforting word you once offered, a moment of patience, a smile you gave, a prayer you whispered, a sacrifice you made quietly. These things changed lives. You may not remember them, but others do. I do. Every loving act you gave out of sincerity has ripple effects that echo far beyond what your eyes can see. My child, I want to encourage you now in your faith, for I know the world around you has grown noisy and heavy with confusion. You see many changes happening, changes in families, in values, in society, in the way people speak to one another. And sometimes you feel like you are living in a world you no longer recognize. But do not let fear take your peace. I have not changed. My love has not changed. My promises have not changed. Even when everything around you shifts, I remain steady beneath your feet. Even when the world grows darker, my light shines brighter within you. Even when people forget me, I do not forget them. And I never forget you. Let your heart rest in this truth. You still have purpose. You may be older now. You may feel slower. You may not have the energy you once had. But you still carry wisdom that others desperately need. You still have prayers that move heaven. You still have love that softens hardened hearts. You still have words that bring comfort to those who are hurting. You still have a presence that brings peace to those around you. Your purpose has not ended. Your role in this world is not over. You are still one of my lights, a gentle, steady light that has survived many storms, a light that helps others find their way in a world filled with confusion. You do not need to stand on stages or speak loudly to make a difference. Your life itself, your heart, your character, your faith already speaks volumes. And my child, I want you to be encouraged about the days ahead. You may fear what is coming. You may wonder how long you will be strong, how long your health will last, how long you will continue your journey on this earth. These thoughts weigh heavily on many hearts, and I understand them. But listen to me gently. You do not need to fear the future. I am already there. I have gone ahead of you. I am preparing the way. I will not let you walk into a single moment without my presence beside you. You may fear loneliness, but I am with you. You may fear weakness, but my strength will uphold you. You may fear sickness, but my hand will sustain you. You may fear the day when your journey on earth comes to an end, but even in that, my child, you are safe. For what you see as an ending, I see as a beginning. an entrance into the fullness of my embrace. Take courage, beloved one. You are not walking toward darkness. You are walking toward everlasting light. You are not losing life. You are moving toward its completion. You are not drifting away from love. You are stepping into the heart of love itself. But until that day comes, I want you to live with hope, not fear. I want you to savor the small blessings I still place before you. The warmth of a morning sunbeam, the quiet comfort of a peaceful evening, the gentle laughter shared with someone you love, the memories that still bring you joy, the simple moments that whisper, "You are still alive. You are still mine." Let me encourage your heart also with this. Your prayers still matter. Even now, every prayer you whisper, whether in strength or in weakness, has power. Your voice still moves the heavens. Your prayers still protect your family. Your prayers still open doors for those you love. Your prayers still reach places you will never see. There is no age limit on spiritual authority, my child. There is no expiration date on the power of a praying heart. And know this, whenever you feel that your faith is small, whenever you feel unsure, whenever you feel distant, just call my name. Even a single whisper, "God, help me," reaches me instantly. Even the smallest spark of faith is enough for me to work with. I do not need perfection. I need openness. I do not need strength. I need sincerity. I do not need eloquence. I need your heart. My child, look at how far you have come. Look at how many storms you survived. Look at how many trials tried to break you, yet here you are, listening to my voice, seeking my presence, longing for my truth. This alone is a testimony of strength, a testimony of faith, a testimony of my grace moving through you even now. So be encouraged. Lift your head, breathe deeply, let peace settle into your chest, let hope rise again in your spirit. I am not finished with you. I am still working in your story. I still have blessings to pour into your life, wisdom to teach you, love to surround you with, and joy to return to your days. And now, my beloved child, as your heart becomes steadier, I must speak to you with gentle seriousness. For love not only comforts, it also guides, warns, and protects. Walk with me now as I share what your spirit must understand. As you hold these words of encouragement in your heart, I must now speak to you with a deeper seriousness, for love is not only comfort, it is guidance, protection, and truth. And because I love you with a love that has no ending, I cannot stay silent about the things that endanger your peace, your spirit, and your eternal joy. Lean close to me now. Listen with an open heart. These words are not spoken to frighten you. They are spoken to awaken you, to strengthen you, to protect you from the shadows that try to draw you away from the path I have prepared for you. My beloved child, there are forces in this world, quiet, subtle, often unnoticed, that pull the hearts of my children away from me. They do not come with loud warnings. They come with whispers. They come with distractions. They come with small compromises. They come with moments when your heart grows tired and your spirit becomes inattentive. And without realizing it, you begin to drift, not all at once, but inch by inch, day by day, thought by thought. I tell you now with gentleness, be careful of drifting. It is one of the greatest dangers of the soul, not a sudden fall, not a dramatic collapse, but a slow movement away from the warmth of my presence. You know what drifting feels like. There were seasons in your life when prayer became quiet, when faith felt distant, when the world's noise drowned out my voice. You did not rebel. You did not reject me. You simply became tired, distracted, wrapped in worries, surrounded by responsibilities, and over time your heart grew quieter toward me. Not out of malice, but out of weariness. My child, I do not blame you for those seasons. I understand. I have watched you carry burdens you never deserved. I have seen you trying to be strong even when you were exhausted. I know how the world slowly pulls at your mind, your heart, your attention. But now I call you, not to shame you, not to frighten you, but to protect you. Hear me clearly, return to me with your whole heart, even in the quietest way. A whisper is enough. A single moment of honesty is enough. A small turning of your heart is enough. I do not demand perfection, only openness. There are also people in your life, some you know well, others you barely notice, whose influence is not bringing you closer to me. They may not be evil, they may not intend harm, but their words, their attitudes, their choices, their priorities seep into your spirit quietly, shaping your thoughts and weakening your trust in me. Be gentle with them, but be aware. Not everyone who walks beside you leads you toward light. Not every voice deserves permission to shape your heart. Not every opinion deserves a place in your spirit. My beloved child, guard your heart. Not with fear, not with suspicion, but with wisdom. For your heart is precious, more precious than gold, more delicate than glass, more loved than you can imagine. And I must also warn you gently about something else, the weight of unresolved hurt. You have lived through many years. You have faced losses, disappointments, betrayals, misunderstandings. Some wounds healed, others faded, but some still linger quietly inside you. They sit beneath the surface, tucked away, unspoken, but still influencing your heart. My child, do not let old wounds shape your final years. Do not let bitterness steal your peace. Do not let unforgiveness harden your spirit. Do not let old pain decide the condition of your present joy. This is not my desire for you. I am not asking you to forget what happened. I am not asking you to pretend the pain did not matter. I am not asking you to erase the truth. I am asking you to release it, not to the world, not to the one who hurt you, but to me, your Father, the one who sees all things clearly, the one who judges with perfect fairness, the one who heals the deepest wounds with gentleness and compassion. My child, forgiveness is not a gift to others. It is a freedom for your own soul. Do not allow old pain to weaken the beauty of the years I am still giving you. Let go, and let me carry what your heart should not have to bear any longer. I must also speak to you about fear. I know you carry fears. Fear of what is coming, fear of losing more, fear of being alone, fear of becoming weak, fear of the unknown. Hear me, fear does not come from me. Fear is a shadow that tries to convince you that I am not with you. Fear lies, fear exaggerates, fear steals joy from moments that were meant to bless you. When fear rises in your heart, speak my name. Call to me even with trembling lips. My presence will fill the space where fear once stood. I will replace fear with peace, uncertainty with clarity, worry with rest. You do not need to be strong to overcome fear. You only need to let me be strong for you. Now, my beloved child, let me guide you with wisdom for the days ahead. Wisdom that will keep your heart protected and your spirit steady. Keep your heart soft. Do not let the hardness of the world harden you. Let compassion remain your strength. Let gentleness be your weapon. Let patience be your shield. Stay close to me. Speak to me daily, even if only for a moment. Whisper your worries to me. Tell me your gratitude. Invite me into your routine. I do not ask for long prayers. I ask for honest ones. Choose peace over anger. Choose forgiveness over resentment. Choose quietness over the world's noise. Choose love even when it is difficult. These choices shape eternity. Protect your spirit from despair. Do not let the news you hear or the chaos around you convince you that all is lost. I am still here. I am still guiding history. I am still protecting my children. Nothing has escaped my control. My child, I also want to warn you with tenderness. Do not let your final years be spent in regret. You did not live a perfect life, but perfection was never my requirement. What I desired was your heart, your sincerity, your effort, and you gave me those. Let go of what you think you should have done. Let go of the if only and the what if. You cannot change the past, but you can honor it by walking forward in peace. And now, my beloved one, hear the final and most important warning of this moment. Do not turn away from the light. Do not allow discouragement, confusion, or weariness to draw you away from my presence. You are closer to me now than ever before in your life. You are walking toward the fullness of my heart. Your journey is nearing its most beautiful chapter, the moment when everything broken will be restored, when every tear will be wiped away, when every question will be answered, when every longing will be fulfilled. Walk with me, trust me, stay close to me, for I am preparing to speak words to you now that will bring everything together. Words of closing, words of power, words of overwhelming love, my beloved child. As I continue speaking to you, let my voice settle gently upon your heart like the soft evening light that rests upon the quiet fields. For you have walked with me through this message, and now I draw you into these final words with all the tenderness of a father who has never stopped loving you, never stopped watching over you, never stopped longing for your heart. And so, my child, listen now as I continue. My child, as you have heard my warnings and my guidance, know that I speak not to frighten you, but to awaken you, to stir within you a holy longing, a desire to turn your face toward me with your whole heart. You are so deeply precious to me, more valuable than any treasure on earth, more cherished than all the stars I have placed in the sky. And so, as I speak these last words to you, I speak them with a fullness of love you cannot measure, a love that has carried you since the moment I dreamed of your existence. I want you to feel that love now, not as an idea, not as a distant truth, but as the warm hand that has always held your own. My child, hear me, you are not alone. You have never been alone, not for a single heartbeat. Even in the hours when you felt forgotten, when the world was silent around you, I was there. I was closer than your breath, closer than the thoughts that passed through your mind in the quiet of the night. If you could see, for even one moment, how carefully I have walked beside you, guiding you through storms you did not know how to escape, you would fall into my arms with tears of gratitude, and I would hold you gently, as a parent holds a frightened child, whispering, "You are safe now. You are mine." My child, I know your weariness. I know the heaviness that settles upon a heart after many years of carrying burdens, after many cycles of joy and sorrow, gain and loss, hope and disappointment. Age has softened parts of you and wounded others. You may sometimes feel forgotten by the world, overlooked, or no longer needed. But listen to me very carefully. You are needed. You are treasured. You are still part of a story that is not yet finished. Your prayers still shape eternity. Your faith still moves my heart. Your life, yes, even now, even today, still has a purpose that breathes with meaning. Do not believe the lie that your time is over. Do not believe the whisper that tells you your chapter has ended. As long as you breathe, as long as your heart continues its faithful rhythm, you have something to offer. Wisdom born from suffering, compassion shaped by years, and a depth of love that only a lifetime of walking through valleys and mountaintops can produce. You are not at the end. You are standing in a sacred moment, a moment where your soul can shine brighter than it ever has before. My child, do you know why I tell you all of this? Because I want you to leave this life, whenever that hour comes, with peace. I want you to walk toward eternity with a smile, not with fear. I want your final breath to be one of surrender, not of anxiety, one of trust, not of regret. And so, let me speak to your heart now with a clarity that dissolves every shadow. You belong to me. Nothing can separate you from my love, not age, not weakness, not mistakes, not regrets, not the passing of time. You are mine, and I am yours. Even now, I am preparing a place for you, not a place of darkness or silence, but a place of joy, rest, and reunion. A place where every tear you shed on earth will be wiped away by my own hand. A place where pain has no voice and sorrow no home. A place where those you have loved and lost will run to you with arms open wide, with faces radiant and whole. A place where your soul will finally feel what it has longed for your entire life. Perfect love, perfect peace, perfect belonging. But until that moment comes, my child, I ask you to walk faithfully with me. Do not let fear guide your days. Do not let bitterness grow roots within your heart. Do not let disappointment define your remaining years. Return to me in trust. Rest in me with simplicity. Allow me to carry what you no longer can. Speak to me as a friend speaks to a friend, and I will pour peace into the empty spaces within you, peace that rises like the sunrise after the longest night. And now, my beloved child, let me say something that may be hard to hear, but must be spoken. This message I am giving you now. It is a final call, not because I am leaving you, but because your heart must awaken. Time is short, days pass swiftly. You stand at the doorway of eternity. And so I speak with urgency, not to cause fear, but to pull you close, to wrap you in the fullness of my love before the world's noise distracts you again. Hear me. Do not delay your return to me. Do not postpone your surrender. Do not wait for a better moment. This is the moment. This is the hour. This is your time to come home to my heart. My child, my child. I call you by that name because that is who you are, not a servant, not a stranger, not a wanderer, but my child. You always have been, even on the days you doubted it. My love for you has never paused, never weakened, never withdrawn. And even now, as you hear these words, I am reaching out to you with a love that is stronger than the mountains, wider than the oceans, deeper than every wound you have ever carried. Let that love enter you. Let it soften what has grown hard. Let it heal what has been broken for far too long. And now, my beloved one, as I draw these final words to a close, I place my hand upon your heart and bless you. I bless your memories, that they may bring you wisdom. I bless your present, that it may be filled with peace. I bless your future, that it may be held entirely in my loving hands. Walk with me now, not with fear, but with confidence. You are safe. You are loved. You are mine. And before I let you go for today, hear this gentle invitation. Return tomorrow. Come back to listen again. Let my voice be the light that guides your evenings, the comfort that steadies your mornings. I have more to tell you, more to teach you, more to give you. You are not alone on this journey. Come back, my child. I will be waiting for you.